Okay, hi guys, good morning.
Hi, sir.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning.
Hi,
Good
hi,
morning.
hi. So I guess we have all the people whomever like I spoke yesterday and day before yesterday through talent test, and we have few people who already registered and spoken to Sankalpa already here. Let's try to make the session very interactive, guys. I'll tell you about what we're gonna plan. Let me share my screen first. Guys, are you able to see my screen?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
1 second. Now,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
okay, guys, I'll give a brief today thing what we're going to discuss. We will discuss more about we'll discuss more about what is CV Corp, exactly what we do, and introduction about myself and my team, who we are, what exactly we do.
Voice is not audible, sir.
Sorry,
The voice
Voice
is
is
not
not
clear.
is it same for everyone or only few people are facing the problem?
We're getting some breaks.
1 second, I'm just putting people on mute so that we can hear properly. Okay, I just kept everyone on mute. Hope my voice is clear and audible now. Still someone has a problem, please speak. Okay, I assume everyone, there is no problem now. Typically what happens when we are not on mute, we get this particular problem of echo and all those things. Let me close few applications. Okay. So we discuss about what is CV Corp, introduction about myself and my team, complete team, what exactly we do. Then our training program, what exactly we teach, how we teach, then why we are called as trusted partner. Then we talk about placements. So this is the things what we're gonna plan today. So which will give you a complete understanding about what we are. Then apart from that, I'll probably tell you few other things like what are the industry expectations.
Sir, your voice is not audible to me.
I don't know what exactly the problem is. Is it okay now?
Yeah, now it is okay.
Maybe let me move closer to the mic. Okay, guys, these are the things what we are planning today. It's more about what is CV Corp, introduction about myself and my team, our training program, what exactly we teach. It can be about duration, course, curriculum, what we teach and everything. Then typically most of the people who ever join CV Corp, 99% people join CV Corp with some reference only. So I'll tell you why we generally people do recommend us about the placements, and then as a fresher, what are the things we have to be ready as per industry expectations. And one more thing is, in general, whatever we study at the college is something what the university needs, and every student has to understand about what the industry needs. That is one particular thing. And one more important part is choice versus chance. So I always tell this thing to all the freshers in the market. The BTech degree, whatever that you get into, the 4 years degree can be a chance, because many people, when we ask them why ECE, why mechanical, why IT or why CSE, they might not have a clarity. It may be a chance, but the 40 years career that we're going to choose cannot be a chance. It has to be choice. To make IT industry choice, we have to have a clear understanding about what is industry, different roles and designations that what we have in the IT industry. Then we should have a clear understanding about career path. Let's say if I start my career into a particular technology, a particular role or a particular company, let's say a product-based company, service-based company, how my career path will be. These are the basic things what every person has to understand. So let's try to discuss more about these things, guys, today. My intention is whenever we do any introduction class, I'll try to make it more like what CV Corp teach, then I'll discuss more about what the industry needs, because what we teach is something what the industry needs. So if a student is thinking that CV Corp is telling something about what they teach, compared to CV Corp is telling you guys like what the industry needs, I know people will be more keen to listen when they get to know what the industry needs. And all our syllabus is completely with inline to what the industry needs. So headings can be anything. It can be what CV Corp teach, what the industry needs, but the answer is same. Let's start with that. Okay, to give a brief, guys, CV Corp is basically a HR recruitment firm which has a job training institute as well. To give a brief about myself, I'll share my LinkedIn profile after the session. So my name is Chaitanya Vaddi. So people call me as CV. I always tell like my name is CV and I deal with CVs, curriculum vitae, for the last 15, 16 years. I started my career with a company called Oracle. I was there as a HR for an Oracle for about more than 5 years. Then I worked in IBM. After working with two major companies like Oracle and IBM, and has done a lot of campus placements in IITs, NITs and everything. Then I moved out of the MNC, the so-called big companies, and joined the startup companies. I worked with a company called Apps Associates in 2010 and helped the company to grow from 150 people to almost 500 people in the span of 3 years. At that point of time, I have visited almost every engineering college in AP and Telangana. That was the reason, like today, I know all the chairmen and TPOs in the colleges, because I have visited colleges for guest lectures, freshers party, farewell party, some events in the colleges, industry interaction programs, campus placement, all those things. So in that duration, I found a lot of the gap between what the industry needs and what the colleges are preparing the students level. Then I used to think like if at all I start my own company, I wanted to address that gap through certain programs is something the plan what I had. So in 2014, we started CV Corp. Initially for 2 years, we were only into HR consulting. Even today, I am currently working as a HR for about 9 startups in Hyderabad, where me and my team take care of their entire HR needs, starting from recruitment, their payroll and all those things. So in 2014 to 16, we are more a HR consultancy, more of a recruitment. In 2016, one of my client, they wanted to hire few freshers. So they said, like, Chaitanya, why don't you take a batch and train them? I'll try to pick people from that. That's how we started training program in 2016 around September time frame. Then we hired about some close to 15 people through my references, and within 2 months, all the 15 got placed. That's how actually our training thing actually started. So from that time to till date, we almost like helped more than 450 people to get placed into proper IT industry wise. So one of the reason why CVCorp became more successful is very simple. As a HR, I have done hundreds of campus placements, met thousands of students. I have a clear understanding. I can say rather, I like my team has a clear understanding about what exactly industry expectations are, what student has to prepare, and the common mistakes what people do at a college level, because colleges, they teach more to help you to crack the university examinations and the viva voice, but how we have to tune a student to the campus placement is something which we are more expertised into. That is how we got a very huge success. And apart from that, being in IT industry, having a lot of contacts in almost all the companies, so we never had an issue about the opportunity at all. And we always tell people one particular thing: never worry about opportunity. Always worry more about, are you prepared today if opportunity comes to your place? That is something what we always tell people, because many people keep saying, sir, do I get a placement? So can you give me a placement guarantee? Or how many companies I'll attend in my 3 months duration and all those things. I'll tell them opportunities are there in the market, not to worry. It might come through CVCorp, it might come through college directly, or any open walk-in, anyone can apply, or it can be an employee referral drive, or it can be some context based. Opportunities are there in the market, and being in HR, companies are struggling to hire a right fresher, because even they need freshers, but it's very hard for them to find something, a fresher who is well trained and tuned as per the industry expectations. So I repeat again, opportunity is never a problem, guys. The problem is, are you prepared to grab the opportunity? So that is where we always tell people. And about my team, so we have about close to a very small team, but capable team that we have. I start with Sankalpa. So she is the one who take care of all the HR activities, talking to the companies, talking about like the drives, sending profiles to them, coordinating interviews part, and then helping people to clear the interviews part. She will take care of all the HR aspect. Then we have one senior trainer, Kalyan, who take care of complete core Java part. Then we have Aparna madam, who take care of the aptitude part. Then we have two all-rounders called one more Chaitanya in our institute, and Funny. So Funny and Chaitanya are the people who are capable of teaching aptitude, programming, core Java, anything. These guys act more like a mentors to all the students in terms of helping them with all the things. And all the team, we are available from morning 9:30, 10 o'clock till almost till night 10, 11. Because students, especially whether it's working from home or in the institute, when they are working or preparing something in the hostels or at home, they get a lot of doubts. So we always tell people, don't hesitate, because the more time the faculty that we spend with the students, it's more like, I mean, we get more success stories, and people also will get more helpful. So we are always there to help you guys, not to worry about it. And to mention about the training program, so as I told you, I'll discuss more about what the industry needs. If you observe here, yeah, any company, when you talk about the industry expectations wise, I'll say when you go for any company interview, they look for three areas. One is aptitude, second one is attitude, third one is skill. In our case, it's actually technology. If you go to any fresher company or any interview part, these are the three areas companies look for a fresher level. So when I say aptitude, aptitude is not about the time and distance or the formula probability. It's not about the formula or shortcuts. It's more about how do we understand the given problem and how do we identify different alternatives that we have to solve this problem. Out of all the available alternatives, which one we are picking up, which is called as the more optimal solution. For example, it's a very funny thing which I always keep quoting with the people. Let's say we are in third floor and we have to go to ground floor very fast. So we have three options. One is jump out of the window. Second is lift. Third is steps. Guys, tell me which is the most optimal, most fastest way?
Lift.
Lift, okay. And
Jump. Jump.
jump. I like that answer. Jump next.
Lift, sir.
Lift, okay. Guys, I said optimal way. Optimal means a solution which works in all the given scenarios. The answer is steps. Because if you jump, we don't know where we go. Up or low, different part. And if you're actually using a lift, what about the power issue? What the power goes off? Assume the building doesn't have a backup generator. So always, even if you go to any mall or anywhere, there you can see a caption there. At emergency fire, don't use lift or use only stairs. The reason is stairs are always the optimal and safe at any given point of time. So similarly, when you talk about aptitude, it's not about the answers that we know, it's more about out of all given options, what is the optimal solution that we can pick up. For example, many people might have this question, why aptitude is more important when we are, let's say, for banking exam, people talk about aptitude and all these things. For IT, why aptitude? Many people have this question. It's very simple. Whatever the program, I'll explain. Whatever the program that you write when you join a company, every program is measured based on two things, time and space. Every program is measured something called as time complexity and space complexity. So how do companies define the time and space complexity? Based on the logic that you take. For example, if a program has 10 if conditions, so if we are not using logically, the syntactically program might be correct. But instead of using 10 if conditions, if you probably use a break statement, where as soon as you get your answer, the program not required to go through all the other if conditions as well. That is called the optimal solution. And there are sometimes we, without thinking, we start using something called as using multiple loops. Instead of using one single loop statement, we might use 3 to 4 loops. We might get the answer. But practically, when the company see the answer, let's say at a college level, they see only one particular thing, program executed or not. At the industry level, is a program executed or not? At the same time, is the solution optimal for all the given situations also? So that is the reason, if someone has this question in their mind, why aptitude for an IT company? The simple answer is every program that you write in IT industry is measured with time and space complexity. So to make sure that you get a proper solution, it's mandate that every solution that you write should be an optimal solution. That is the reason at CV Corp, we don't generally teach only aptitude like a topics. We teach aptitude more in line to the programming part as well, because when I come to technology, I'll explain about why we give more importance to aptitude part. And second thing is attitude. So when I say attitude, it's not about only behavioral part, more about the communication as well. For example, when let's say you have your classmates, some might be known, some might be unknown to you, whatever it is. But many times when we see the first impression of a person, we feel like, okay, this guy I can definitely can work with. It may be the smile the person carries on the face, or the way actually they respect people, the way they behave, the way actually the gestures are, and the way they are approachable. There are many things are there. At a student level, if a college, if let's say if the teacher comes and tells you, pick up a team member for a small assignment or some small game kind of a thing, unknowingly everyone becomes HR and they start picking up a person who has a decent qualities with whom you can work with. Do you agree with me, guys?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yes,
when
sir.
a company HR is trying to hire people, they also look for a lot of things in the interview. It's more about how you present yourself. For example, when we talk to a person, we can talk about the presentation. It's not about the PPT, it's more about how we present ourselves. It matters a lot. And then behavioral things, there are many behavioral things. We don't even know how we behave, but it matters a lot. And then our communication part. So when I say communication, guys, one thing everyone has to understand here, we are not applying for a newsreader job or an English lecturer job or a call center job. We are applying for an IT company. Communication plays a major role, but it's not that communication means only English. So you don't need to change your accent, voice, and start talking as if you're applying for a GRE, TOEFL, or IELTS or PT examinations part. So many people, because of their inferiority complex, thinking that I am from a Telugu medium background, or many people in the interview are from Hyderabad, I am from a remote village, blah, blah, blah. People, they don't even open up. So one thing is companies are not expecting you to speak very high-end English. Their expectation of communication means you should be able to frame what you want to communicate, and the other person should be able to understand that. They don't really care about the grammatical mistakes, because as I told you, you're not applying for any English lecturer or a newsreader jobs. So don't worry about your communication part, guys. There are many companies, especially product-based companies, they don't really care in communication because there is nothing like a client where you have to interact. Communication plays a major role when we are talking about the service-based companies or MNC, so-called CTS, TCS, Wipro, Accenture, because there all your clients are international. So obviously, day in, day out, you have to talk to everyone. Communication plays a major role. But in general, communication-wise, I'll say many people, even after joining the company, they don't know how to even draft an email about asking for a leave letter also. So don't worry about those things. When we come to the presentation wise, we as a company, so I know what exactly people look for. So we, all the team, we have prepared a complete syllabus for you guys, how to make sure that you communicate properly and then get the first impression, best impression part. That is where we come into picture, and we can help you with that very clearly. And many people have this particular thing, why communication, people generally give a lot of importance for communication part. I'll explain very clearly. Once you join any IT company, let's say when you join any IT company, let's say he is the employee. When you join an IT company, as per your role, you will not just sit a corner and then keep coding all the time, right? So what you do in general when you join IT company, you will be talking to so many people as part of a regular interactions. That means when you write a code, it's mandatory in the IT companies documentation part. For example, when you are writing something, you have to always put some headings about why this particular code I am writing, where exactly I'm writing the code. Typically we call about comment section, right? Because in general IT company, you work for 1 year and then you leave. The next guy, whenever someone comes and see the code, if the code is written as if like only I can understand, the next person cannot actually do anything. That's the reason IT companies make people, you write a code and clearly document the code and comment the section very clearly about why this functionality and for what we are using it. That is very mandatory thing. Second thing is, once you are done with your activities, in, day out, you have to talk to your teams through emails, chats, and then through telephone calls, and then through video calls. So these are like very much mandatory in a software developer lifecycle in your day-to-day activities. You have to keep talking to the people through emails, chats, telephone, video calls, and all these things. And sometimes you have to you have to play a major role in the brainstorming session. For example, that the project came and then the companies are looking for what technology stack can be better for this particular project. Guys, 1 second, be online. I am getting an important call. Sorry guys, I'm back. So many times, being a developer, you have to participate in the session, like the brainstorming sessions called, there's a new project came up. So people will ask everyone in the team members, guys, what is the plan? How much time you need to actually do this particular job? And what all the difficulties you have in the existing projects? In many of these things, people have to speak. If many people are worrying or discussing about when communication is not so important, why companies conduct a lot of group discussions, jam sessions, all these things? Because software developer is not about sitting in a corner doing a code. It is more about, 1 second, yeah, am I audible, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Since like I resumed the session, I thought whether I have clicked on mute or unmute, so I just checked with you. So many times companies conduct group discussion not to know about the topic what you are speaking. For example, talking about coronavirus can give a guarantee he can be a good developer? Definitely no. But the way you speak in the interview, the way actually you talk to the people, that actually gives a lot of feedback to almost every person. It's more about to be in a group. It's always about convince others or get convinced. So we at CVCorp, we don't just help people to crack a job. We help people to even sustain in the job by giving all the necessary information, whatever they need in terms of cracking the interview. At the same time, once they join the company, how they have to make themselves a proper and a matured person to get that impression part in the company wise. We take care of all these things. So to repeat, aptitude is something which is very important because every code that you write is measured through time and space complexity. Second, attitude, it's more about the way you behave, the way you present yourself, starting from your resume. For example, many people, they don't focus much on the resume part. The reason being they think, okay, resume is one of the, it's okay, whatever it is. But resume plays a very, very important role, guys. So I'll mention maybe here separately. The reason being, the resume reaches the interviewer before even you go and meet them. For example, I have some 10 interviews lined up today. What I'll do, I'll go through the resume first in detail to understand what they have done, what exactly they are, and I'll frame my questions. And all the interviews, the questions are purely based on what you write in the resume. So because of some ignorance or some wrong guidance, we tend to make our resume very beautiful by adding many things which we don't know. And when we go to the interview, when I see the resume, I get a very good impression. Okay, this guy might be good with all the things. Let me talk to the guy. I create an impression at a very high level. And when I see the person directly, the person might not be so confident the way the resume is. So obviously there is a big mismatch between the expectations and the reality part. So we at CVCorp help people how to frame the resume and how to make sure that we are putting only those things which we know, and how to make sure that with the minimum things, how to make the resume much attractive. We try to help everyone from at the CVCorp directly. That's more about the two things, guys. One is, as I told you, aptitude, and then attitude, what we take care. Then comes to the important part called skills, technology. In IT industry, when we talk about the technology wise, what exactly the technology that we are referring to, there are few things which every person to be really good with. I'll explain. First and foremost, we have to be really good with programming. So one programming language, it's not about the language, more about the programming you have to be very good with. Then we have to good with.
Sir, screen was not visible, sir.
Yes,
Sorry?
sir. Your screen is not visible.
1 second, I'm
You're
sorry.
not sharing, sir.
Thank you for letting me know.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when did I lost the screen? While explaining about email chat.
After brainstorming session.
Yeah, then I didn't write anything, not a problem.
Okay.
So generally when I talk about technology part, so I'll explain technology, the skill that we are talking about. So every company, they expect these things at fresher level. One is a programming concept, the programming, and then the programming language. Then they expect good with database, SQL commands completely, then good with UI, which is more like say HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And then you should be good with the cloud as well, the basic cloud. Then okay. Guys, are you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are the basic things what generally company expects fresher level. So I'll explain one by one in detail. So when we say programming, so typically the company expectation is many people, when it comes to programming part, what we do, we try to by heart the code or we should remember the program directly. If by luck, if the person is asking the same program, yes, we are very much happy. We can go execute, come back. By any chance, let's say how we start generally in the talent test, the same program we tweak a little bit to understand whether you remember the program or you understand the program completely. So that is what very important. So what we do at CVCorp, we have about some close to 100 plus programs, what generally we take care. Those are mathematical programs, patterns, arrays, strings, recursion, then scenario based programs. So what we do at CVCorp, we take all these programs called as mathematical patterns, arrays, strings, recursion, scenario based, and we make sure that in each and every topic, at least some 20 to 30 programs to write in detail. Guys, someone is on unmute. Can you please mute yourself? Thank you. So what we do, we help people to kind of go through all these programs in detail, not about by hearting the program, remember the program. We follow one approach at CVCorp for making programming much better. That is called as the 5-step approach. I'll explain. It is more about what is the input given, what is the output expected, what logic that we are actually using. Once we are done with the entire input output logic, the programming is very simple. It's more about how many conditions we need and how many loops we need. If we remember this particular concept, we can do any program in this world. It's all about we have to understand what is the input they have given and what is the output they're actually expecting. by using a formula or mathematical or logical. How I am going to do is, which is more about preparing your flow chart or maybe an algorithm for the project. Once we are done with that, it's all about converting a logic to system. Is more about we have to understand whatever language that we do, how many if conditions we need, and then how many loop statements we need. That is something very simple program. So since we follow this particular approach, many students at CVCOR, irrespective of the branch they are from, it can be civil, mechanical, chemical, even we have a girl from agricultural BSc background as well. When the student mathematics are really good, branch doesn't matter, because what we study at the college is something what the university needs. What you need to prepare for industry, we will take care of that. As long as your maths are good, logicals are good, we make sure that you get the program right approach. That is the reason whenever Civic or people go to any interviews, we crack the interviews a lot, because we teach people programming in a much perfect way. That is what we do. So we make people to write the program on 3 different ways. One is writing on a paper, writing on a system, and then writing on the hackathon platforms as well. When you talk about paper, the biggest thing is making a student to write a program on a paper directly, because system, some or the other way we get to know what is the error and where the error is. But paper, we don't know. Many times when we go to interviews, people give the white paper to write the code. We write the code and we think the code is correct. We submit and we come back, but we get rejected. The reason is some or the other way we have not written the code in a much better way. So what we do, we help people to actually trace the program. When you write a program, we'll make the people to trace the program, let's say from step by step. Step 1, let's say in a for loop, I value. Every step, how the I value is actually getting changed, how the value is changing, where the loop is actually break, where we resume correctly, where we are coming out of the situation. Do we correctly start the bracket and end the bracket perfectly or not? Are we by mistake declaring something out of the loop or it's in the loop? So student has to have a very clear understanding about the entire thing. The more you write the program on a paper, you get the clear understanding about, you know, everything where exactly it is going wrong. So we help people to write a program on a paper, and we have our own technique of tracing the program step by step in detail, which also gives the student a clear understanding of the project completely. Apart from that, we help people to write in the laptop directly by using Notepad and then with the editors, Eclipse. Then hackathons, we use our own platform. We recently purchased a login from a company called Instax. We will be giving it to all the students within another 1 week time. Setup is currently done. So we have taken a login to all the students. Every CVCorp student will have a login to get into the portal directly, wherein we'll be assigning you all the programs in a hackathon platform directly. As soon as the topic is done, it's mandate for all the students to go and practice the programs in that particular login only, so that you know how far you are good with the programming part, and we also have a clarity about where exactly you are going wrong, and we can help you for sure. And the AMCAT platform, whatever I explained yesterday, we actually make sure that people take frequent mock tests, wherein we will get to know more about how exactly your thinking process and then like your entire approach part. That is something what with the programming part. Then it comes to programming language. So programming language, we have many languages are there: C, C++, Java, Python, Node.js, PHP, Perl, lot of things are there. But as a company, we focus more on we focus more on core Java. The only reason why we focus more on core Java reason is core Java, advanced Java, we see a lot of options in the market compared to other technologies. So typically at a fresher level, if someone is asking me which language that I have to learn, I always tell them, learn the language which has more options at a fresher level than learning the trending language. I see one particular problem with many people in the current market is people are learning Python a lot because it's very easy to learn, and Python has a lot of inbuilt functions are available. So Python is good to have, but Python is not the what you call a mandatory or recommended for a fresher level. It's always like a add-on technology. If you know Java, C or .NET plus Python, definitely you have a lot of advantage. Learning only Python will not help, because if you can go and check in the market directly or search in any Naukri job portals also, type the technology, search with 0 years experience, you can easily make out how many companies are hiring freshers in the particular technology. So that is what we generally do. We take core Java, advanced Java, and we make people with more of real-time examples completely. When we talk about OOPS concepts, typically college level, they explain us the programs more with a tire, tube, father, mother kind of an examples. At CV Corp, what we do, we don't give any bookish examples. We give examples in such a way that you should be able to write a piece of code and then explain in that particular code all the OOPS examples. That is what we are more specialized into, and that we make it mandatory to every student to be able to explain the entire core Java OOPS concept using real-time examples with a code, not verbally or not with any bookish examples. That's what we do. So typically, if someone is 2019 passed out, what we do, we make the person to finish the training, Java, advanced Java, and then we make them to work on a live project as well. Because 2019, 2020, we are going to any interview with 1.5-year-old project might not give a more info to the company part directly. That is what we generally do. Then talk about SQL part, all the SQL queries, including joins. We make people to write the programs, not just theoretical part completely. Then as part of the project, we help people to build their own UI by using HTML, CSS part completely. Then it comes to cloud. When I say cloud, it's more about the, let's say when you actually finish your project, you have to host it somewhere. So all the BTech projects that you guys do, I don't know how far people have hosted the project, but we help people to host the project by using something, let's say Bitbucket or GitHub, or into Fireside, or maybe into AWS site. The reason being, when you go to a company for an interview and you say like, I have done my project, it's always better you have a URL of your project on your resume, so that the interviewer will feel more confident that yes, this guy has really done some real-time project. They'll click on the link and then they go to the project directly. That is something what we do. So apart from all these things, every student should have a basic understanding of the latest technologies in the market. What is data science? What is AI? What is deep learning? What is machine learning part? What is DevOps? And then what is more about so-called Hadoop, big data, Hive? What exactly is something called as IoT part? So we generally, what we do with the help of my friends or the people whom I have hired in IT companies before, I generally get these guys for a weekend sessions, and we'll give people some proper information about the technology wise. At a college level, when they do workshop at a very lengthy workshops where people, I'm not sure how far you carry out all those things, but I'm sure these workshops, whatever I do on trending technologies, will give a people understanding about why we are doing it and what is the problem all these technologies are currently trying to solve. So that is something the technology wise. So now if we go back to this particular question, what are industry expectations? Or if you talk about our training program, these two things includes whatever we are discussing now. So whether it's this or this question, the answer is same. So we as a company help people to clear all written examinations, aptitude part and all those things. Along with that, as added advantage, we talk about time and space complexity of the program by giving them more logical puzzles and everything. We help people with a proper resume. Along with that, all the FAQs asked in the HR interviews, then group discussions, jam sessions, presentation, behavioral part completely. in the view, like not about a debate competition, more about when you join a company, how well you can work with the team by convincing others or get convinced with the ideas, and how confident are you in terms of, there is one thing which is very important for us to be in the IT industry is we should have the habit of accepting the mistake. Many people, they don't accept the mistakes. They are not open to feedback as well. So we at CV Corp, we always help people. So how we have to have something more like I have to accept the feedback, or I have to be ready to come up taking the feedback directly from the people. We help all those things. Then technology front, we help you with the entire programming part in detail. And whoever the students who are good with the programming very clearly, we will not stop with that. We will be even teaching them data structures, algorithms as well. We don't want to teach DS and algo for everyone because too much learning is also not good. Unless until student is really ready for all those things, we help with all those things. Then programming language, SQL, HTML, CSS, cloud, latest trending technologies. This is one particular thing. And second thing, which I will be personally taking few classes to all the people in the thing is about IT industry. More like what is product-based companies, what is service-based companies, and then different technologies that we have in the IT industry market, which we have to know about it. Then we should have an understanding about different designations, what is developer, what is tester, what is UI, what is system admin, what is DBA, and all those things. Then typical job description. When someone sends an email to you, or when you find some job notification, freshers generally with the kind of excitement they have, they keep applying for every job. Sometimes the job is not meant for you because as a student, you have to have a clear understanding about those things. Even I help you guys to understand the job description part completely, how to read a JD to understand the job is for me or not completely. Then things we need to do before going for interview. Let's say more about searching the company in LinkedIn, then Glassdoor reviews, company career section. There are many things what a student has to do. So I'll be taking a separate session to all the people on all these areas. Because many times we go to an interview just like a window shopping without doing a basic research. That is always backfires. So we help people to understand what is IT industry, what all product-based companies, service-based companies, different technologies we have, different designations. For example, we keep hearing about designations called, few companies will have ASC, Associate Software Engineer. Few people will talk about Systems Engineer. Few will talk about subject matter expert, software developer, software engineer. So I'll take a special class to all the students to understand different designations what we have in the market, job descriptions, and what all the roles which are in IT industry, which requires a person to work 24/7, night shifts and day shifts rotation wise. Let's say like cloud, system admin kind of a role. And for example, if someone is really skilled, excellent academics, good with programming part, I always recommend those people to aim for only product-based companies, because service-based companies, we are no sure or no clarity what kind of role we might get after you join the company. So I always recommend people who are really smart to try for a product-based company only. At CV Corp, we don't restrict people with a one offer or two offers. It's an open market. If you are good and if you really worth, I always allow people to get even more than 2 to 3. We have one girl last year who grabbed almost 5 offers, and finally she joined CDK with 5.5 package. Because when I know someone is good, being a HR, I always want the student to be placed in the right job, which is more suitable to him, than compromising themselves getting into any other job like a college. That is one particular thing. Because every company, if you see, they always scrutinize some hundreds of people to hire one person. So when the company has the choice of doing such things, why can't the individual have? Even individual have the choice of identifying 2 to 3 companies, then join the best, which is actually better company for the student. That's what we recommend. And when it comes to the placement wise, if someone is asking me, sir, do you give 100% placement guarantee? My answer is always very simple. I'll give you 200% placement guarantee provided you are regular to the classes. Very simple. Because till date in CV Corp, every person who joined company, they left with a good job. Duration might change. Few people who academics are really good, who are hardworking, and who IQ level is very great. I have seen them getting placed within 1.5 months, or even less than a month also. And few people will take about 2 months, 3 months. There are few people, even they took almost 6 months also. But one thing is, if someone is joining us, if they are regular, we don't really care about the number of duration months that you are with us. We always make sure that you leave with a proper job from the institute. Then we will be very happy with that part. So we do all these things. And job training is not about just a class, exam, and all these things. It's a big emotional roller coaster. I have seen people, they start comparing themselves with their friends. They have peer pressure, parents pressure, friends pressure. And I have seen many people getting very emotional when they get rejected in the interview part. There's a lot of boost up that we have to give to the students. So CV Corp, I can say we are the best in that. So being in HR, I know how to actually motivate people. At the same time, all my team members, they interact with the students very much. Whenever they have any exam, they help them. And every interview, when the interview is done, so what we do, we make sure that student after the interview come and discuss with the faculty the questions what they have asked, the answers what these guys gave, and if something wrong is there, we as a faculty, we correct themselves immediately, because next time when they go to any interview, we don't want them to do the same mistake. Interview is also one of the good learning experience. If you are not learning from interview to interview, it is more like a window shopping. If you go to an interview, they ask few questions, you answer them, you are not selected, come back, talk to the faculty. So there are the questions what they have asked, these answers what I gave, correct or not. If there is something correct, there is mistakes are there, I expect people to correct themselves immediately. We are recently currently building a small ERP for our own students online, wherein every student after the interview has an option to go and update all the questions they have asked in the interview part directly, so that whenever we have any interview, we have our own question bank where student can go and check all the questions about, okay, in the last 1 year, this particular company actually asked all these questions. Let us probably crack it. That is what we are trying to prepare as of now, currently now. And yeah, I can say, because since we are doing all these things and making sure everyone is actually getting selected, and we are even helping many students who can't afford to pay the fees with a scholarship test as well. Because of all these reasons, so I can say people generally call us, or they recommend us more like a trusted partner. We are very happy with that part. That's about the entire training thing, guys. So duration wise, it's a 3 months. So since we follow a model called as, it's more like train, assess, retrain. So we don't really focus much on the finishing syllabus kind of a thing, because it's our institute, we have a lot of time to do it. If we find some student is very slow in learning, we recommend the student to rejoin the new batch, again start from basics, because learning twice is not a shame, because we know that we need more preparation. Second thing is, if we find someone is really good, really fast, we help the student to actually skip few classes and then add them with the maybe the very old batch where they are currently the project and all those things, because every student is different. So based on the students' caliber, we train them, we assess them, we retrain them, and then we keep doing all these things. So that is why CV Corp, we have a good success story and success ratio as well. And we are very proud to say that when the entire market is shut down, we are the only institute which is operational from March 20th to till date without even a single day leave except the weekends. We continued all the training, whether the new students joined us or not. We continued for all our existing students, because of which we are able to place more than 100 people in the last 6 months. So we continue to do the same thing. And one particular thing is even the students, whoever join us also, because of the positive environment that we have seen, I always seen people do a lot of hard work. By any chance, if someone is not regular or someone is not serious about the career path, we always talk to the people. If we found the guy has some other interest, then we don't mind returning the fees to the student directly and asking him to go for somewhere where his more ambitions are, because we don't want to spoil the positive environment what we generally try to create. So if someone is good, we always help them to be with us. Whatever time it takes, we help them to get a good job. That's about the entire thing, guys. I hope I have covered almost everything. Now it's open to questions. Anyone has any questions, I'm happy to answer. Guys, I want to understand one thing. Am I clear about the entire thing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. I'll actually send this entire thing as a snapshot in the WhatsApp group. If someone is trying to take a picture or something, I'll post it there, not a problem. Don't worry. Okay, now let's take the Q&A sessions. Yes, guys. Any questions you have, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, so like what is the duration of class? Like daily, how many hours?
Yeah,
And
like,
how you do the different sessions like aptitude, communication skills, and technical part?
okay, good question. See, basically, we conduct classes through the same Microsoft Teams every day. So we have 3 classes every day. 10 to 11:30 will be programming class, and 12 to 1:30 will be aptitude class, and 2:30 to 4 o'clock will be core Java class. And evening from 4 to 6, it is more like a virtual lab session where students will be practicing whatever that they are practicing they need. For example, when we practice for Java or programming or something, we might need a faculty available. And for few things, we can practice on your own as well. So 4 to 6 is more like a lab session, virtual lab, where the faculty is available in the same Microsoft sessions. You keep practicing on your own. When you get a doubt, you can very much call the respective faculty through Microsoft Teams. You can share your screen and probably get your doubt solved instantly. That is what we do with the regular classes. And we have, I'll show you other thing. See, we have our own mobile app. So every batch, for example, if you take about the recent batch, okay, if you take about June and July batch, so once the class is done, we will be placing all the videos in the app directly. If anyone missed the class, they can go back to the mobile app, they can open the app, they can go through the class directly, and they get any doubt, they can reach out to faculty immediately as well. And through this app only, we conduct a lot of MCQ tests, and we'll be checking their entire information, how many people are doing, what marks they are getting, and how well they are doing. We keep tracking about all these things as well. And we have one thing about the mock tests. So we make sure that we conduct a mock test to whole institutes every day. And then we'll be keep tracking about who are the people who are doing consistently good in all the academics. We keep a track. These are the leaderboard what we get throughout the institute in all batches together. How many people are currently good and how well they are doing currently now. So we have our mobile app for all these things, and we use AMCAT for one second, guys. See, AMCAT actually helps us very helpful to assess the student. So what we do, we conduct, let's say, some examinations through AMCAT to understand students' coding capabilities. And let's say, take Vinny's example. So once this exam is done, the concerned faculty will go through the entire student information directly. Like we even capture about the print screens, how many times the guy is moving out of the browser in detail. Then we see the entire code, whatever the guy has written with respect to how many attempts, how much duration it took to actually took to finish the exam, this question particularly, and how the company errors are currently happening now. This is one particular thing we track, because when we see the students coding the way they code, faculty also will get a clarity about where we have to teach them to kind of improve the performance. So this is one particular thing, code player, which actually helps a lot. The concerned faculty, once the exam is done, we will go and check the entire code written by the student. It's a video, the system recorded video that shows very clearly how is actually coding completely. It's more like easy, right, kind of doing coding thing with respect to easy kind of started the program, assigning variables initially, then getting confused, or he's starting with the logic, and as per the logic, he actually assigning something. So the style of coding will also help the faculty to understand the common mistakes a student does. So then when we have a one-on-one with the students directly, faculty will go and help them in detail, like where exactly he's going wrong. So this particular coding platform is actually helping a lot for us to kind of help the student much better. So once everything is done, when the exam is conducted, we download a report, a PDF report, and we download the PDF report to with the student directly, so that the student also will get a chance to go through the entire report. So this report will actually have all the details. So students actually will go through this report also. So next time we conduct an examination, we always tell them, guys, what are the errors that you did in the before exam? We don't want them to repeat the same thing. If someone is repeating, the faculty will sit with them to understand where exactly the problem is with the existing part. So that is what we do. So did I answer your question? How we teach?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Manikanta from Geetanjali, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I have, guys, any other questions you guys have apart from this? Yes, Shrikant, please tell me. Yes, Shrikant. శ్రీకాంత్ వినపడట్లేదు వాయిస్ మీది. సారీ, వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ టైప్ చేస్తారా చాట్ బాక్స్ లో ఒకసారి? Guys, anyone else? Any questions?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, please. Check it.
సార్ జావా నేను ఇంకా బిగినర్లో ఉన్నాను సార్. దట్స్ వై బేసిక్స్ నుంచి చెప్తారా సార్, లేకపోతే డైరెక్ట్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్గా చెప్పేస్తారా సార్?
ఓకే, బేసికలీ సిన్స్ మా దగ్గర చేరే స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ కూడా మెకానికల్, సివిల్, ట్రిపుల్ ఈఐ అన్ని బ్రాంచెస్ వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు కాబట్టి we always start everything from basics. Don't worry about it. ఎందుకంటే కాలేజ్ లెవెల్లో జావా అందరికీ ఉండదు, ఓన్లీ సిఎస్సి వాళ్ళకే ఉంటుంది. అది కూడా ఎంతమంది గుర్తుంటుందో క్లారిటీ లేదు కాబట్టి వి స్టార్ట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ బేసిక్స్. సి we teach industry specific చెప్తాము, doesn't mean that we go with the industry directly. We always start from basics, then we go to the next level. Don't worry about that. Classes started from guys, 1 second. Hello. Yeah, Yogita, hi. Okay. Yeah, Murthy also called me yesterday stating, Chaitanya, we have 3 more positions left. Yesterday around 17 people joined with NSL. He said like try to close the remaining 3 positions also. Surya Prakash is one guy. There is one more girl who approached me yesterday from Vagdevi College, Warangal. 1 second. I'm at to send her profile to you. Give me 2 minutes. I'll send her profile to you right away. Maybe we can schedule both the people. Her name. Give me some 10 minutes. I'll come back to you with the name and the profile. Lakhireddy Balareddy College. Okay. Name. Yeah, both. Only those people only. You can schedule them directly. Yeah, Vinisha and Sahiti from same college. You can schedule them. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. I think yesterday all 17 people joined, right? NSL. Yeah, Murthy had a call with me yesterday night. He was mentioning about few of the requirements as well. Yeah, only this guy. Sahitya, I forgot to attach the profile. It was only Sri Prakash only. Yeah. Sure, definitely. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Shrikant, to answer your question, today is the demo, the introduction class. So tomorrow we will have same like 11 o'clock, about 1.5 hour, a class about programming. So our faculty will be taking a detailed class about the programming part, how we teach, what is programming, and the intention of the introduction class to make sure that I want everyone to feel programming is very easy, the way we teach, the style of teaching part. Then we will have an aptitude class for all the people to understand basic things. Then we will be having a core Java class. So once you're done with all the 4 classes and communication class as well, then what we do, we start the classes immediately. So typically it takes about first 3-4 days will be more of introduction classes, because students keep joining us for at least for 2 to 3 days when the batch starts. Once we are done with introduction classes, we stop the batch. We continue our regular classes directly with the same the timetable, whatever I have told you. Then anyone approaches, we generally allow them to the next batch directly. Did I answer your question, Shrikant?
Yeah. Thank you.
Guys, I know there are few 2020 passed outs in this thing. A few people said, sir, exams timetable already been announced. So I don't want to push you guys to join now, or at the same time, if you want to join now, utilize the time, get some basic understanding, then take a break, write the exams, and come back and join from the next batch and continue. I'm okay with that. I want to leave it to your choice directly.
Sir, in my case, like I have exams from 16th and it will complete at 20. So I will miss classes like 1 week classes.
No, basically, it's not like you don't miss any classes. So generally what we do, this particular batch has many people who are from 2020 also. So
Okay.
we definitely will plan something for those people, make sure that they will not miss any such classes.
Okay, sir.
Because even for faculty also, someone is missing a class, it becomes very tough for the faculty also to reteach them entire thing. So we
Yeah.
always make sure that we plan similar thing like that. It's not about only exams. Sometimes when the batch starts and 50% of the people will have some drive based on eligibility part and they will miss out 2 days classes completely. So at that situations also we have a similar situation when we handle them without making sure that no one is missing out anything.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And other things, guys, the success stories that I have sent the link to you in the group as well. You can actually, where is it? So this is a success stories part. You can go through 2020. We need to add about some close to 100 plus the Legato. I'm waiting for the final list to be updated, waiting for it. So this is the company wise. If someone wants to explore this particular dashboard, they can explore. Click on the website to know which colleges, people, what branches there. We have a chemical person getting set to CTS before. You can see which colleges they are from. This is more about the company wise dashboard, guys. Then we have branch wise. If someone is from non-IT branch, they can go and check. For example, someone is from mechanical. Go and click here. You can make out the different companies and what salaries people joined. For example, CDK, we have 4 people, all mechanical guys who joined CDK with a good salary, almost let's say 5.5 salary part. We have startup companies which hire people into mechanical side. And interesting part, there is one guy, Naveen Sharma, mechanical guy, CivCorp student. I hired him into my own company and he developed this entire website in React.js. So we even do few projects from our end as well. This is very important about the success stories. If you want to know more about from your college, how many people joined, I'll take Geetanjali Hyderabad. So we have almost 6 people in the same college who joined us in different years. You can go and check the year of passing the salary at what they joined. So typically our intention is when a student wants to know more about us, the success stories should tell them what exactly we do. And we are very much happy and open. You guys can reach out to any of the seniors from your college if at all you find them here. and go and talk to them. You'll get the similar feedback what you heard about CV Corp till now. Good guys, any further questions?
Sir, next batch eప్పుడు start అవుతుంది?
నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ ఇంకా డేట్ డిసైడ్ చేయలేదు బికాజ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ అందరికీ 16th నుంచి 23rd వరకు కన్ఫర్మ్గా లేదు కాబట్టి సో మోస్ట్లీ సెప్టెంబర్ 4th వీక్లో ఉంటుంది నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్. వీ వాంట్ టు మేక్ షూర్ దట్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయిన తర్వాత బ్యాచ్ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాం నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ ఖచ్చితంగా.
యాక్చువల్లీ మాకు కూడా 9th నుంచి ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో ఈ బ్యాచ్ లో కంటిన్యూ అయితే బాగుంటుందా లేదా నెక్స్ట్ బ్యాచ్ 9th 1 వీక్ ఇందాక అతను చెప్పినట్టు 1 వీక్ జస్ట్ క్లాసెస్?
నా రికమెండేషన్ ఏంటి అంటే క్లాసెస్ వినండి. ద బేసిక్స్ చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. బేసిక్స్ విన్న తర్వాత స్టూడెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ one student might be there who are really good with all these things. I recommend them to continue the same batch. If someone feels like let me listen to the basics one more time, we are open that they can join the new batch as well, no problem.
Okay sir.
Because first introduction classes lo if someone is already good, I don't think they'll miss anything more. And if someone is good, we are happy to kind of conduct classes for them separately in the evening to cover the syllabus as well, no problem.
క్లాసెస్ కూడా వీడియో రికార్డెడ్ అయి ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి మీరు మాకు షేర్ చేస్తే ఇంకా ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది.
మీరందరూ మొబైల్ యాప్లో ఉంటారు. క్లాస్ అని ఉంటే మొబైల్ యాప్లో ఈవినింగ్ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తాం క్లాసులు అన్నీ కూడా.
సార్ మొబైల్ యాప్ ల్యాప్టాప్లో చూడడానికి కుదురుతుందా?
లేదు, ఓన్లీ మొబైల్లోనే చూడాలి.
ఓకే సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Sir, is assessments conducted on daily basis or a weekly?
Few assignments topic wise ఉంటాయి, few assignments daily ఉంటాయి, few weekly ఉంటాయి.
Okay sir.
యాక్చువల్లీ క్లాస్ రూమ్ ట్రైనింగ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే మార్నింగ్ 9:30 ఈవినింగ్ 6:30 కంప్లీట్లీ క్లాస్ ఉంటాయి స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ, విచ్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ అసైన్మెంట్స్, ఎగ్జామ్స్, క్లాస్, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ టుగెదర్. ఇప్పుడు అందరూ వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ ఉన్నారు కాబట్టి వీఆర్ ప్లానింగ్ ఫర్ ఓన్లీ 3 classes, not 4 classes. The reason being many people have a problem with the internet consumption, that if it is 4 classes almost 6 hours, so people say that sir we don't have proper internet GB consumption to attend all the classes. To make sure we had only 3 classes as of now. The reason we conduct a lot of assessments. Any questions guys apart from this? Okay, I'll start with one by one just to say hi. Kumaraswamy, not Kumaraswamy. Akila Gopu. You are from which college, Akila?
Devi sir.
Which college?
Vagdevi sir.
Vagdevi, okay. You guys are done with your exams already?
Yes sir.
Okay.
From 220 passed out sir.
Okay, Banu Prakash, Lakhireddy Balaredi 2019, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Bhargavi, which college you are from?
SV College.
SV College,
Kadapa.
Kadapa, okay. You said mechanical background, sorry, MTech, same person, right?
No, sir.
Okay, sorry, I spoke to someone else from same college, okay. Chandani Sirisha, I spoke to you yesterday. Gopichand from Legato, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Legato Baditulu. Someone messaged me, sir, we want to start a new group called Legato Baditulu Sangam. Okay, Kumaraswamy, which college you are from?
From Sir C.R. Reddy College, Eluru.
Eluru. ఇప్పుడు జేఎన్టీ కాకినాడకా లేదా ఏయూనా మీది మారింది కదా రీసెంట్గా?
మార్చేసారు సార్, మా సూపర్ జూనియర్స్ నుంచి జేఎన్టీ.
ఓకే ఓకే. హారిక, విచ్ కాలేజ్ యు ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్?
బాపట్ల ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్.
ఓకే. మణికంఠ రెడ్డి.
గీతాంజలి కాలేజ్, హైదరాబాద్.
ఓకే. యుగంధర్.
మల్లారెడ్డి ఇంజనీరింగ్ కాలేజ్, హైదరాబాద్.
ఓకే. వైష్ణవి మీ రిలేటివా?
మా సిస్టర్.
ఓకే, సేమ్ సర్నేమ్, అందుకే డౌట్ వచ్చి అడిగాను.
ఓకే సార్.
సాయి వెంకటేష్.
VIT Vellore.
VIT Vellore. ఓకే. సందీప్, బెంగళూరు.
Sir, the Oxford College of Engineering, Bangalore.
Yeah, Sandeep, you need to start learn Telugu very fast.
Sir.
Because in the class, most of the time students do ask doubts in Telugu. So
Yes, sir.
don't get confused. We'll
Yes, sir.
explain
It's not
English as well to you. Don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
You're Kannadiga, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah. Sankalpa is from Bangalore. You can talk to Sankalpa in Kannada.
Okay, sir.
Sankalpa?
I can understand little bit, sir.
Shrikant, which college you are from?
MLRI.
MLRIT. Okay. Mechanical guy, right? 19 passed out.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Srividya, which college you are from?
SVIT Anantapur, sir.
Okay. Uday?
Sir?
Who is Uday, guys? Okay. I see two more names as unknown user. Can you introduce yourself, guys? Names?
Yes, sir. I'm Ganesh. I'm from Jagans Engineering College, Nellore.
Ganesh, you are the guy who spoke to me with Dhanush reference long back.
Yes,
right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. I spoke to Dhanush, so we will take care of you. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Last person. There is one more unknown user here. Okay, never mind. Chalo guys, thank you for choosing CV Corp as your career partner. I'll make sure we cut the celebration cakes very soon. In general, CV Corp, we used to cut a cake every alternate day in 2019, and we thought we will do more celebration in 2020. Corona came and made it more virtual celebrations, but never mind. So every person who ever joined CV Corp, if you work hard, you will be taken care, irrespective of the fees that you pay. Many people complain that CV Corp is partial towards hardworking students. I proudly say that yes, we are partial towards hardworking students, because we always want to set an example to everyone in the institute. Hardworking guy should be taken care always. You work hard, we'll take care of you. As simple as that. Did I cover everyone, guys? Did I miss anyone? I missed someone. Uday is there? I missed out one more person, Yen. Okay, that's fine, guys. Thank you so much. We'll be meeting tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We'll have a detailed class in the programming part. Okay. Any questions you guys have? My WhatsApp number is there in the group. You can message me or Sankalpa directly. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Hello, guys. Good luck. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.